This morning we are both trying on our new fits. We're going to be heading to a couple of temples right on the river. The ones that we saw when we were on the ferry back to our hotel the other night, and they all look really cool. Hopefully they look just as cool when it's not sunset. But we're going to go check those out today. But first, you know the drill.
Our daily dose of Thai iced tea.
While we wait for our bus, we decided to get some street food. Now that we're not waiting on the 12 bus, there's been 5 or 6 that have passed by us. But we're waiting on the number 4 bus, and none of those have passed by.
Street food, pad
Decide to walk to a different bus stop instead. Yay, we survived!
It's been really helpful to start figuring out the bus system. So typically you have to flag them down, and then when you're ready to stop, just press the button. And you gotta get in and get out fast, otherwise like they'll leave you hanging, literally.
Pad Thai pit stop. That was the first bus where they actually charged us 8 baht each, so 16 baht in total. And they also didn't ask us where we were headed to, like all the other buses, so I don't know if that's a bus specific thing or if each bus also sets its own prices or how that works. So we are in a bit of a conundrum for our plans tomorrow. Originally we had planned to go to the train market, and we booked an excursion ahead of time that was $60 for the 2 of us, and would take us to the train market, take us to the floating market and a couple other sites, and then drop us off at a mall in Bangkok. When we got here, we found a local tour company that would do almost the same tour, but only for $16 for both of us instead of $60. So we canceled our original plans, and we've been considering doing the local tour instead. But from everything that we've seen online, the train market and the floating market is just full of tourists, and it's not really a locals thing anymore, and it's just purely a tourist attraction.
And while it could be an experience, it's also a way for them to start selling us a lot of stuff for all 2 markets and the mall, and we're not really trying to do that. We just want to experience something unique.
But the issue is that those 2 markets, the train market and the floating market, would make really good content for TikTok and YouTube and Instagram. So right now we have to decide whether we're full-time travelers or full-time travel vloggers, and that's been a pretty tough decision. First temple of the day. There wasn't any pricing listed online, and we haven't seen a ticket booth, so it looks like this one might be free as well.
There's nobody else in this temple. I feel like we are alone. I love this.
This is our first time inside of a pagoda, and it is so gorgeous in here. There's gold leaf on all the walls, and there's a bunch of different depictions of the Buddha in different poses. And it's just so quiet and peaceful in here. That was definitely worth the climb up. This is definitely going to be the quietest temple we go to all day, so we might have ruined it for ourselves once again.
No! great.
That's where we're headed next.
As long as it doesn't start moving, we're good.
Oh, that board wiggled.
Oh my god! Holy moly!
We're almost there. We're almost there. Oh my god, it's shaking. We made it. We survived.
We made it. Yeah. I would rather walk on that than the ones that are just like holding on to a tree and wiggling.
Those rope bridges.
Yeah, no thank you. They told us to turn back over there. It makes sense. It's a little dangerous.
We can't read any of the signs though. This puts us through a residential alley. We keep seeing these water refill machines, so we're gonna try them out, see how they work.
I think it's not directly under it.
Nope, it's returning the ones. Let's try the 5. There we go.
Ooh, that's a lot.
Oh, that's a lot of water.
Okay.
That was a lot more water than we thought for 5 baht, so we filled this up and it looks like we could have filled this up a couple more times. But since that water is of unknown origin or quality, we do have these UV bottles that we've been carrying with us. We haven't used them yet, except in Mexico. So you just tap the top, and then for I think like 30 seconds or a minute, it UV sterilizes all the water inside the bottle. So, you know, safety precaution. Better safe than sorry. It's like a residential alley. There's a bunch of little houses and some home-run businesses all along.
It's really pretty. We don't get to see this in our side of the town.
None of these alleyways are on Google, so we're just kind of wandering down random ones and hoping for the best, trying to get back to a main road. If this one is free, we'll go ahead and walk through it, but otherwise we'll keep moving on to the next one. I think this is the tallest temple building we've seen so far. Sounds like it's free. I think this is the biggest statue we've seen so far. Well, that explains why this temple is so tall. That was well worth the stop. That was a cool temple with by far the biggest statue that we've seen.
Coconut smoothie. Refreshing. Really good.
We needed something cold.
Yeah, it's really hot. I want to try more smoothies.
I was about to start walking on the edge of this bridge, but I realized that there's a staircase way back there. And we are back on the beaten path. Admission to Wat Arun is 100 baht each, or about $3 each, and it also comes with free water. Well, we paid for it, but you know, it comes with water.
It's included.
It's included. More pointy things. This is what we saw from the boat the other night. The steepest stairs we've encountered so far. So Wat Arun is a lot smaller than we expected from seeing it from a distance. It's still pretty big, but probably half the size that I thought it was gonna be. It's a lot less crowded also than we expected. It's still pretty full. There's still a lot of people walking around, but you have more than enough space to kind of take your pictures, walk around, and enjoy the beauty of it, take it all in.
Yeah.
You're not packed shoulder to shoulder.
It's just nice to sit down and observe how beautiful this temple is.
And you get water. And back onto a boat. We were debating whether or not to get off the boat and come see this temple, and I'm glad we did because now we got to check out a brand new area of Bangkok we hadn't seen before. I get the feeling this temple's not too popular with the tourists.
Is our 4th temple of the day, and this one is free.
and very much a local temple. This entire temple is made of stone. Our first temple dog of the trip. Oh, there's 2 temple dogs. Hello, temple dogs. Yet another temple well worth the visit. On today's episode of Going Down Sketchy Alleys, we've stumbled onto a pretty big market over here. We finally found a bakery.
We got some Asian desserts.
So that was one of the public city boats instead of one of the private tourist boats, and it was only about half the cost to ride on it.
So I'm having a little bit of a wardrobe issue with my dress because it's too tight on my chest. So we came to the alterations lady and she said that she can fix it for 60 bucks. So I'm gonna go get out of the dress and then take it to her so it can fit me nicely.
After another big day of exploration and back to our normal 7 miles a day, we decided that we're feeling a little too tired to go out for dinner and we just kind of want to hang out by the hotel and enjoy some air conditioning and stay close. So we decided to have some ramen for dinner that we can cook here in the lobby.
And for dessert, we are having the pastries we found at the market that we just happened to accidentally come across, which ended up being so great and I loved it.
Today was a much more interesting day than we expected, but we weren't really expecting anything, so I think that's the best way to approach things. We're gonna wrap up here and cool off in the pool for just a little bit, and then it's time to get to work. So, we'll see you all tomorrow.
Bye!